Hey, what's up, pen pals? This is Tom Otto with Gold Spot Pens, here with another live unboxing. Today we have a blast from the past. This is an Aurora pen, as you can see here, and it is one of the newer Aurora pens, but it's kind of like new, but not really, because it is a vintage design that actually was introduced last year. We're going to take a look at this design and we're going to unbox it. So as you can notice, like, if you've ordered Aurora pens before, this has got a unique sort of box that's a two-part shoebox and has a lovely illustration of a woman holding the enclosed pen, which is a vintage style pen that was taken from the history archives of Aurora. It includes a bottle of Aurora ink in black. Little nice packaging for this. Then it also includes a little certificate of authenticity to say this is from the historical archives and that is a genuine product that was reproduced from a pen that was dated back originally, I believe, from the 1960s. And the history behind this, I believe, is that one of the Italian retailers wanted this dual cart pen exclusively made for them, or part of a corporate order. And it was such a successful model, a re-release, if you will, that they decided to produce it as a worldwide release, which I think was a great job, because most pen manufacturers these days, including Pelican, and a few other manufacturers, I believe even like you could consider Conklin being part of that party too, is that they have creative pens that were released in honor of vintage models of yesteryear. So just kind of quickly going over the other contents that are in here, and this has got stuck. This is a little cartridge converter that I took out already and filled it up with ink, but that's where the converter would go. There isn't any other warranty or any other use care guide that's in here, but so we go on to the pen. This is the dual cart in the Bordeaux or burgundy finish, which is a deep burgundy red with a gold cap. And this gold cap is quite nicely engraved with a striped linear pattern, and on the band reads "Made in Italy, Aurora." Sort of a modern look, Art Deco, if you will. And I'm not sure if are you guys still with us here? Because I think something interrupted with the live feed. Just checking in to see if you guys are still getting audio and video. So let me know, please. So the clip here is a tension clip. Thanks for chiming in, guys. I appreciate it. So it's a tension clip. It's probably enforced by an L bracket that's inside there. It's not a spring-loaded clip. It's not a jointed clip here, but it's pretty tight. Has a little upturn at the very tip there to easily slide into your garment or a pen holder, if you will. And we have here is a little silver, I mean, it's not silver, a little gold finial that's at the bottom here, mirror finish. And we pull off, and the cap is a slip cap that attaches all the way down to the 3 rings that are here that separates the section from the rest of the barrel. It's a pretty tight fit, but I think they did this because the initial run of these new modern vintage pens had a little issue with the cap kind of coming loose, so it feels pretty tight now. Feels like that they had solved that, but you just have to make sure that when you put it on that you're gonna pop it on all the way, and that takes a little bit more force than usual with like a cap that's a snap cap or slip cap. So besides the nice looking cap that they have here, which is a nice, it's all solid metal through and through, you have this beauty of a hooded nib section, very long section in black resin, and you've got the little hooded nib. Then that is a very vintage pen design that is reminiscent of Parker 51s, the vintage era, 1950s, 1960s. Very classy looking. Barrel unscrews to reveal the converter, of which I have filled a red ink inside. I will say that the screw threads on here, there's plastic meeting plastic, or resin, I suppose, so it kind of like has a little bit of a kind of like a squeaky or unfinished feel to that as I'm turning it around here, but that's just my own observation here. So overall, it's a very nice understated sort of pen. Definitely has that vintage Parker 51 sort of flair. Dimensions we'll put in the notes below, so if you have any questions about its length and width and diameter and weights and stuff like that, I'll put that in the notes below. So we'll give this a little spin as far as writing is concerned. Move this aside here. Now, usually, I don't know if you've noticed, but we're kind of improvising a little bit. We don't have the normal tripod stand that I usually use for this, so it's a little bit closer than usual. But the cap of the pen posts pretty nicely on the back. Not a snap cap on the back, so it kind of has a little bit of a looser fit on back, but still tight enough where you're not going to really worry about it, especially since the cap itself is pretty heavy in terms of the overall weight of the pen. So if it's holding onto the back, it's kind of pushing down with how heavy it is, and then the rest of the body is fairly light because it's mostly resin. So the overall posted size, it's pretty nice in hand. I mean, I'm gonna say, like, being that I have like pretty average sort of guy hands, that it's not a small pen, it's not a petite pen. I mean, length posted, you're coming in at 5.5 inches, so it's really not. It's not like a pocket pen, but yet then again, it's a little bit on. It's not exactly like an oversized 800 size. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fairly adaptable, I would say, for either men and women to be writing with this pen. And the ink that I am using currently is Diatramentis Poppy Red. So that's Poppy Red. I'll throw that over there. And this pen only comes in a medium steel nib. Aurora makes all of its nibs in-house in Torino. And my belief is that the reason why is you have this as a completely different nib that does not come on any other Aurora pen, is not available on Ypsilons, 88s, Optimas. So if this nib is only being made for this particular pen model, then they are only making a medium nib because they are not sure, I guess, as to how well that this will do if they need to make other nib sizes. So, but I mean, as far as a medium nib is concerned, it's a beautiful, beautiful steel nib. It's smooth. I mean, as far as like feedback is concerned, it's just like a very, very slight hint of feedback. And it's a great flow with this ink that I've put in it. I mean, just overall, I enjoy this pen quite a bit. Oops, sorry. I enjoy this pen quite a bit because it does have that vintage flair. Has that beautiful cap that you really don't see on a lot of pens. It's a slip cap design, so convenient in that prospect of not having to uncap your pens by twisting them all the time. And just the overall, like the size postability, the kind of the girth of this section here, how it doesn't have to taper. It's a very long section, so lots of area to be able to grip and hold this pen. The nib, just the performance of the nib here. It's a beautiful medium steel nib. Performs without argument or fuss. And you know, just overall, it's a beautiful looking pen. I mean, you could definitely go wrong with spending on a pen that's of this price level, but you know, it does keep up well. It's a beautiful fine writing instrument from Aurora and made in Italy. And what we're looking at here in terms of price range is that this goes for $225 retail, US dollars, and your street price, your discounted price at goldspot.com would be $179.95. That's our usual standard discount, plus free shipping within the United States. So, if you are interested in the Aurora Duocart, we have these available right now in the burgundy with the gold cap. However, there are other models in different colors with chrome cap and with gold that will be hitting the website shortly. We're just in the process of photographing everything. So definitely check back.com, sign up for our email, and for our newsletter, that is. And that way you'll get a prize as to when these become available in all the different colors that are coming out this year. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and taking a look at the Aurora Duocart. And as always, stay inky, my friends. Take care.